What up, gang? Carolina Jackpot time coming at you. It's halftime of the noon games, week 1, Saturday. Let's look at what's going on across the country right now. Oklahoma right now at halftime, 45-0 over Butch Jones and Arkansas State. Man, this guy's career is probably just done. He's been everywhere you can be, and he's failed at most. Looks like he's failing here too. Number 20, Oklahoma looks the part. They put 45 points on the board in the first half. Not much you can say about that. I actually ain't watching none of that game anyway because I've been watching some other stuff. That's the one that's on ESPN. 23-7, Kentucky leads Ball State at halftime. This is not a surprise. Kentucky will do this. They'll go out and beat one of these wet farters. 30-14 will be the final score. 35-17 or some garbage like that. You know, I've been saying to myself and saying it for like the past 10 years. Eventually, one of these MAC teams is going to jump up and bite them in the ass. It hadn't happened yet, though. Ball State has lost some good pieces off that 2022 team. That kid Carson Steele, one with the long blonde hair that has like a pet alligator or something. He transferred to UCLA, and they're just not what they were. So Kentucky with the lead there, and they're probably going to roll on to a victory. 24-14, Liberty over Bowling Green. Who gives a fuck? Nobody. Here's the one that everybody caring about. TCU right now losing 17-14 at half to Coach Prime and Colorado. And let me tell you what. I think TCU is going to end up winning this ball game because Colorado just doesn't have the depth to keep up with them. I don't think they have the depth to remain in it. In the third quarter, I think TCU will take the lead, and the early fourth will start to pull away. I don't think they're going to cover the spread. Colorado has played a lot better than people have given them credit for. I really hadn't said a lot about them during the offseason because I mean, I didn't know what was going to happen. You had people out there saying they're going to win 2 games this year, or they're going to win 3 games, or they're going to win 8 games. They may challenge for the Pac-12 title in its final year. Right now, they're looking that they could challenge some of those Pac-12 teams, like the USCs and like the Oregons. I don't know, though. Is it that, or was TCU just that damn overrated, and they really did not deserve to be in a national championship? And they just Cinderella foot lucked their ass into everything last year. I don't know. That they don't have their quarterback back from the national championship team last year, missing a lot of pieces off of it, but they still return some pieces as well. So Colorado is exceeding everyone's expectations, I guess, but maybe their own. Because it sounded like Deion Sanders believes in that team, and we were all just kind of sitting back and just kind of laughing at him. But they're doing it, man. They are actually doing it, and they have a chance to win this ball game. I don't think they're going to do it, but who knows what the hell is going to happen. Michigan 23-0. Not a lot of problems with East Carolina. Off the bat, I actually picked East Carolina to cover the spread in this game, and if they can get the ball back in the second half and just kind of maybe just ugly it up, just maybe wet fart it up, that may be able to happen. But when you've put a fucking goose egg on the damn scoreboard at halftime, there's not a lot of confidence that you're going to do anything more than a damn goose egg in the second half. So Michigan's probably going to cover that one. Will probably be a loss for Carolina Jackpot. Purdue and Fresno State's oriented in the damn third quarter. Actually kind of high scoring. 28-17, Purdue is beating Fresno State right now. I'd pick Fresno State to cover the spread in that one. They still could do it. This is Purdue's first game under their new head coach, who was Illinois' defensive coordinator. You would have expected a defensive struggle, but looks like it's not a defensive struggle. Northern Illinois 14-0 over Boston College. Yeah, some people saying Boston College was going to be improved this year and that they were underrated. Terrible. Iowa 17-3 over Utah State. Iowa actually scored more points. They scored like 12 more points in the first half this year than they did in the entire game in their opener last year. Didn't they beat Nevada or somebody like 5-3? Wow, that's crazy. Utah State, they've really taken a big old drop off ever since Jordan Love was there back in the day. They were a pretty good group of 5 team, but not so much anymore. And, of course, my beloved Tennessee Vols, 21-3 over Virginia at halftime. They're not having any problems with Virginia, or other than the fact they can't get out of their own way. They fumbled the punt. Joe Milton, he's not a Hendon Hooker. He's going to be a drop-off from Hendon Hooker. And I didn't know if that's what we were going to see or not, but I mean, he looked great in the bowl game last year. He looked great against Vanderbilt after Hooker had gotten injured in the Gamecocks game, but I mean, he looks bad in this Virginia game. Is that Virginia's defense doing that? I don't think so. These guys look totally outmatched by you. They look small. They look like they don't belong on the same field, but somehow, some way, they're able to still stay in this thing. And they should have like 10 points up on the board right now at least. But as it were, they don't. It's 21-3 Virginia, or 21-3 Tennessee. You scored right there at the end of the half. There was some play that happened, and then Josh Heupel was out there crying about it. Looked like a big old fat cow out there, him hawing about something, and they put it his way. Oh, speaking of fat cows and crying about something, did y'all see Mark Stoops in the Ball State Kentucky game? They reversed a call on a fumble return for a touchdown by Ball State. You could see him over there. That's fucked up. That's bullshit, and you know it, man. Woo! What will we call him? A human baked potato man got to sit there and resort to crying now to get some points, because you just don't have that same bunch that you used to have. But anyway, these games are rather they're over with, except for that Colorado TCU one. That's going to be the main one that I'm going to focus in on for the rest of the time until these 3:30 games get started. And then, of course, the Gamecocks game tonight, 7:30 p.m. Be here or be queer. We got a live stream going on. Going to have a lot of fun. Going to drink a lot of beer. Going to do a lot of cursing. Going to hopefully do a lot of cheering as well, because the Gamecocks are going to win that ball game. We got Herb Street that picked the Gamecocks to win, and then we have, who was it? Darius Rucker on the College Game Day thing that picked the Gamecocks to win. And then you had Pat McAfee's dumbass, Mr. Denim Suit. Don't even know why you're there. You're a damn jackass who picked the North Carolina team to win. They all try to do something that they'll make you think they're go pick your team, and all of a sudden they swerve. It's just stupid. Him and whatever that Desmond Howard, he's an idiot. Isn't that guy that picked Baylor to be in the playoffs last year? And then, of course, Lee Corso gives North Carolina the old Corso curse by putting their ugly-ass mascot's hat on his head. So, anyway, that's about all I got to say about the prime time, or the noon games. I'll see you guys later on today. Appreciate you. Peace, and I'm out of here, and go Gamecocks. Ooh.